So I'm lucky enough to get sent a lot of things here to my flat. We have packages come through all the time, but when a package comes through, you open it up and it says confidential on it. You know it's going to be something cool and something that's a little bit of an early access, which I managed to get, but now the confidentiality is lifted and I can share it with you guys and let you know exactly what this package was. So let's take a look at the secret package. What is it? Control Freaks, my dudes over at Control Freaks. Confidential, as you can see here, we have the brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Control Freaks, my friend. Collaboration with Call of Duty and Treyarch. You can read all of the details here, and this is a brand new Control Freak just before Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is coming out. This edition will come out literally today, Tuesday, October the 13th. It will be on all of the consoles listed here. Keep confidential until then. Thank you guys. Let's take a look at these bad boys. We have the PlayStation 4 edition, the Xbox One edition, and at first glance we have two identical Control Freaks, but actually we have two different heights. You can see the one on the left slightly shorter than the one on the right. I'm going to show you guys these on the actual console controllers themselves, and also talk a little bit more about aiming and sensitivity in Black Ops 3, because it has changed slightly since the previous Call of Duty game. But first of all, let's just take a closer look at these Control Freaks. This is the shorter of the two versions. You can see here, ideally you could put one on the left and one on the right, but it's all just down to size preference. If you guys have watched any of my Control Freak videos, you know I really like this smaller size Control Freak, but a lot of people prefer the slightly taller version. Let's go and try this out on the controllers and see what they're like. So here we can see, guys, on the PlayStation 4, we have the new Control Freaks, and on the Xbox One, Allied Infinity Scuff, we have the Control Freaks. I've set it up here with the smallest one on the left and the biggest one on the right. Again, for those guys who don't know how Control Freaks work, basically this adds additional height to allow for better mobility and movement, to be more precise at both. I feel close and long range is where these Control Freaks really benefit you the most. Now, you get more of a benefit from the longer Control Freaks, but I find them a little bit harder to control, so I sort of go for a middle ground and often use the smaller Control Freak. This is actually an inward dented Control Freak. So some Control Freaks will go inwards and some Control Freaks will go outwards. It just depends which you prefer. And of course, you've got the awesome Call of Duty Black Ops 3 skull as a design. Now, these look fantastic. I'm sure you guys know a lot about Control Freaks already. I'll leave links down below if you guys want to check them out. They are launching today, and you can use the Allied discount as well to get them for even cheaper. If you've never had Control Freaks before, these are great because you get a small one and a big one. But let's talk a little bit more about Black Ops 3 sensitivity and aiming and how it's going to work. So for those of you guys that do not know, Black Ops 3 actually has a slightly different sensitivity control scheme setup, which means that you can actually individually control both the horizontal and the vertical sensitivity while you're in game. Now, at the moment, the sensitivity, at least in the beta, went up to 14, so 1 through to 14, with the individual controls allowing you, as I said, to control the horizontal and vertical. Now, typically in a Call of Duty game, most of your aim is going to be happening left to right, so horizontally. But within Black Ops 3 and the brand new movement system, there's a lot of verticality with the new thrust jumping and getting around the map in new ways we haven't had before. Now, I know you guys are thinking, Ali, what's the best sensitivity? How should we adjust our sensitivities to be able to change both vertical and horizontal? Honestly, I've never really strayed too far off of this. I've always kept them the same, the sensitivities, but I'm definitely going to play with it a little bit more once the game's fully out. Now, I'm thinking that changing your actual horizontal sensitivity to be a little bit higher than the vertical sensitivity would work well. Obviously, most people play on a 16:9 screen, which means you have more space going from left to right on your screen than you do up and down on your screen, which means being able to move left and right quicker will help, ideally, a little bit more in gunfights. I'm still going to mess around a little bit of that a little bit more. I'll probably follow up on the sensitivity thing when Black Ops 3 is actually out. In terms of choosing your best sensitivity, assuming you're going for the same sensitivity for both of the options, I typically go for a low to medium sensitivity. On Black Ops 2, I played, I believe, between 5 and 6, which is quite low down, because I like to just have that good accuracy at longer ranges. If you're a little bit crazy with the sniper, maybe you want to go a little bit higher. If you're quite an aggressive SMG player, maybe you want to go a little bit more medium so you can get quick turn-on kills while you're close and in people's faces. But sensitivity is very much something that you need to try out. I'd say give it all a go. If you played previous Call of Duty games, you'll know what you like. If you played Black Ops 2, stick to those sensitivities, because that's probably going to help you quite a lot. And get locked and loaded, my friends, so you can take out those enemies as best as possible. possible in Black Ops 3. So let me know what you're thinking. If you've played the beta, you would have already had the chance to change your vertical and horizontal sensitivity. Did you mess around with it a little bit, or did you not? Check out those brand new control feeds down below in the description. Hopefully you really like them. I'm going to be using them from now on, leading up to Black Ops 3, and I'll see you guys on another video.